You think deserts are empty? Think again. While you're asleep, a secret world awakens beneath the sand. When we picture the desert, we often think of endless sand, scorching sun, and silence. But beneath that dry surface and behind the still heat, there's a hidden world bursting with life. The desert is home to some of the most resourceful, resilient, and downright sneaky creatures on Earth. These animals have evolved to survive blistering heat, freezing nights, and months without rain, all while hiding in plain sight. In this video, we're pulling back the curtain on the secret lives of desert animals, from venomous hunters and shapeshifters to survival geniuses who barely leave a footprint. You're about to discover a world where every grain of sand has a story, and every shadow could hide a surprise. During the day, the desert is quiet, silent even. But at night, that's when the real show begins. Most desert animals are nocturnal, meaning they're active at night. Why? Because the daytime heat is brutal. Some deserts can reach over 20 degrees in the afternoon. So many animals hide in burrows, under rocks, or inside cacti, only coming out once the sun disappears. Take the fennec fox, for example. With its oversized ears and big eyes, it looks like a desert cartoon. Butthole's ears help it stay cool and hear prey underground. At night, it emerges silently, searching for insects, rodents, and eggs. Then there's the kangaroo rat, a desert ninja. It rarely drinks water. Instead, it gets moisture from the seeds it eats. It hops through the night like a little rocket, avoiding snakes with lightning-fast moves. And speaking of snakes, meet the sidewinder rattlesnake. It doesn't slither straight like most snakes. Instead, it moves sideways, throwing its body across the sand in a weird, wave-like motion. This reduces contact with the hot ground and helps it move quickly over loose dunes. Meanwhile, the desert tarantula creeps out of its silk-lined burrow and waits by the entrance. It can feel the slightest vibration in the sand, a beetle, a cricket, and strikes with precision. These animals aren't just surviving, they're thriving. They've turned the dark desert into their playground, a place where sound, speed, and stealth decide who eats and who disappears. While many desert creatures avoid the heat, some have mastered it. The Gila monster, for example, is one of only a few venomous lizards in the world. It spends most of its life underground, but when it emerges in the heat, it moves slowly and deliberately, conserving energy. Its venom helps it subdue prey, and it can go weeks without eating thanks to fat stored in its tail. Then there's the camel, the heavyweight champion of desert survival. Though not native to American deserts today, camels were once found in North America during the Ice Age. Modern camels in Africa and Asia have become the symbol of desert endurance. Thick eyelashes, furry ears, heat-resistant skin, and that famous hump, which stores fat, not water. But let's talk about beetles. Yes, beetles. The darkling beetle in the Mojave Desert has a brilliant trick. When fog rolls in, it does a headstand, literally, to collect moisture from the air on its back. The droplets roll down into its mouth. Genius, right? And don't forget the horned lizard. When threatened, this spiky little reptile shoots blood from its eyes to confuse predators. It's not just gross, it works. These animals don't run from the heat. They've adapted to it. Their bodies know when to move, when to rest, how to store water, and how to hide in plain sight. To us, a 110-degree day feels unbearable, but for these desert residents, it's just another Tuesday. In the desert, being seen can mean being eaten. So, many animals have turned invisibility into an art form. Let's start with the horned viper. This snake is almost impossible to spot when it buries itself in the sand. It lies in wait, only its eyes above the surface, ready to strike at any creature that wanders too close. The pale-colored lizards of the Southwest, like the fringed toad lizard, blend perfectly with sand and stone. Their bodies match the color of the desert floor, and they leave barely a trace as they move. One of the most fascinating masters of disguise is the desert owl. It nests in crevices and cacti, blending in with bark and stone. During the day, it sits completely still. You might walk right by it and never know it's watching you. And then there's the bobcat, a silent stalker that moves like a ghost through desert canyons. Its spotted coat mirrors the landscape, and it uses rocks and scrub brush to stay hidden as it hunts at dusk and dawn. Camouflage in the desert isn't just about color, it's about timing, shadows, and silence. These animals know exactly where to be and when. To the untrained eye, the desert may seem lifeless, but if you look closely, really closely, you'll realize you're surrounded. Life in the desert is a constant balancing act between extremes. In some regions, it may not rain for months. Then, out of nowhere, a single storm unleashes a flood. Fedry riverbeds, called arroyos or wadis, roar to life, sweeping away anything in their path. Some animals time their entire lives around this moment. Certain desert toads remain buried underground for nearly a year, until rain finally soaks the soil. Then they emerge, mate, lay eggs, and vanish again before the water disappears. It's a race against time. Other animals migrate to escape the heat, like bighorn sheep, who climb higher into cooler mountains in summer. But the real survivors are those who stay put, adapting, adjusting, enduring. Desert life isn't easy, but it is powerful. In a place where the earth feels raw and exposed, life doesn't just exist, it shines. So the next time you pass through a desert, don't just look, listen. Under your feet, inside the rocks, behind the thorns, there's a hidden world you'd never expect. A world of cunning hunters, clever survivors, and silent wanderers. From foxes with radar ears to lizards that shoot blood, the desert is full of stories waiting to be told. You just have to know where to look. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you don't miss our next wildlife journey. Tell us in the comments, what desert animal surprised you the most? Until next time, stay curious, stay wild, and keep exploring.